The Scottish Government's Reaching 100% programme is one of the most ambitious digital infrastructure projects in Europe. Connecting homes and businesses in some of the hardest to reach locations across Scotland, the vast majority of R100 build will be full fibre, sometimes known as fibre to the premises. Taking new infrastructure to these premises is really costly and complex. The 5-stage delivery of the R100 contracts can last up to 18 months, depending on local factors, and is carried out by delivery partner Openreach. So what does the delivery of R100 look like? Up to 18 months ahead of a planned build, Openreach sends a survey team out to an R100 location to look at all aspects of the build plan and to design how they'll deliver the network in that area. They also start to pin down any relevant access permissions required for the build plan. This will typically take around 4 weeks, but can take much longer if these mandatory permissions prove difficult to secure or involve complex negotiations. The data from the survey stage is sent to Openreach's planning department. Planners create job packs for the teams in the field with all the information they need to complete the build. Once they have all the information, the build teams schedule and plan the works in line with local noticing and access requirements. The planning process can take several weeks. The next stage is the most complex and time-consuming, as it involves a high degree of civils activity, which can mean digging up land or putting up new poles. This is often done in very challenging terrain and weather conditions. Early parts of the build can involve fitting new electronics, which will deliver the signals down the fibre cables. Once the electronics are in place, the team can continue rolling out the full fibre network. Engineers try to use existing telephone poles and ducts, but this isn't always possible. They will often have to erect new poles or dig up land to lay new cables or duct to include certain properties in the upgrade. These works usually take from 4 to 6 months to complete, depending on the location, unless there are unforeseen delays. Once the build works are complete, the new fibre cables are then joined together. This is called splicing, and it requires high-tech machinery to apply extreme heat to the fibre to connect the cables together cleanly. The splicing can take anything from a few days to several weeks, depending on the number of premises being connected. Once all the cables are joined, Openreach can begin to check and test the network to make sure that it's working and meets quality standards. When all the tests are passed, Openreach lets broadband providers know the new connections are now ready for service. At this point, customers can order their new service through their chosen broadband provider. The provider and the customer will agree a date for an engineer to visit to bring the new connection into their home or business and complete the installation ready for use. After up to 18 months of works and processes involving hundreds of workers and teams at the Scottish Government, Openreach and their build partners, the new R100 future-proofed full fibre connection is live.